Our ship descended upon the desolate surface of Northa, a rogue planet shrouded in mystery and danger. As the landing ramps extended, murmurs of dissent echoed among the ranks of our delegation. I, a mere foot soldier, could sense the tension thickening the air, a precursor to potential chaos. Northa, with its barren landscape and scarce water sources, stood as a testament to abandonment. Its hollow mountains and treacherous hills whispered tales of doom to any who dared to tread upon its surface. Even the very sand seemed to conspire against us, threatening to choke the life out of our ship's engines. Once home to a now extinct civilization, Northa had become a haven for the desperate and the dangerous. Creatures lurked in the shadows, their hunger gnawing at the edges of our courage. With no certainty of what awaited us within the depths of its caverns, we stood ill prepared, lacking any contingency plan for the perils that lay ahead. Our delegation comprised representatives from the 5 orbital planets of the Folda solar system: Volda 1, Folda 2, Folda 3, Favolda, and Folata. Despite our shared mission, cultural and social differences often fueled discord among us, fracturing our unity at the seams. Yet, amidst the discord, Captain Svaska, our esteemed leader, had always been the beacon of stability. His diplomatic finesse had quelled countless disputes, earning him the respect of all who served under him. However, his decision to embark on this perilous journey to Northa marked the first instance where doubt overshadowed his judgment. Speculations ran rampant among the crew, whispers of Captain Svaska's waning prowess circulating like wildfire. Some attributed his newfound interest in Northa to the toll the expedition had taken on him, while others suspected ulterior motives lurking beneath his stoic facade. Regardless, his unwavering determination to explore this forsaken planet remained shrouded in mystery, his true intentions known only to him. As the hatch of our ship creaked open, exposing us to the unforgiving embrace of Northa's desolation, a sense of foreboding settled upon us. Little did we know, our journey into the heart of darkness was only just beginning. And so, as we stepped out onto the alien soil, our fate intertwined with that of Northa, the echoes of its past whispering secrets yet untold. Little did we know that our journey would not only redefine our understanding of the universe, but would also awaken truths long forgotten, casting light upon the shadows of history. Contrary to the adventurous spirit that defined many civilizations, the denizens of the Folda planets were not explorers by nature. Our society thrived on the stability of routine, with most individuals content to lead lives as farmers, teachers, or government workers. The pursuit of knowledge and innovation held little value in our eyes, and the notion of venturing beyond the familiar confines of our own planets seemed frivolous at best. But everything changed when we discovered the impending catastrophe looming over our solar system. The gravitational belt that had bound our planets together was deteriorating, threatening to cast us adrift into the unforgiving expanse of space. We faced the grim reality of destruction if we failed to find a solution to sustain our fragile alliance. Our initial response was marked by desperation, as each planet dispatched its own scout ships in search of a remedy. However, these vessels were limited in range and capacity, forced to return home for refueling and repairs within a matter of months. The search for a viable solution seemed futile, and despair crept into the hearts of our people. It was Captain Svaska who proposed a radical shift in strategy, advocating for a united front to tackle our common plight. With unparalleled diplomacy, he traversed the vast expanse of our solar system, convincing leaders from every planet to rally behind a singular cause. The plan was ambitious: to construct a massive vessel capable of housing delegations from each planet, fostering collaboration and innovation on a scale never before seen. Despite the inherent differences in our social structures and cultural beliefs, the looming threat of annihilation compelled us to set aside our grievances and embrace unity. Volunteers, including engineers and scientists, were enlisted from every corner of our solar system, their skills dedicated to the construction of the monumental ship that would serve as our beacon of hope. Bound by our shared love for our home, we embarked on this unprecedented journey, driven by the knowledge that our collective survival depended on our cooperation. Yet, even as we embarked on this noble endeavor, divisions and discord plagued our ranks. Rumors circulated like wildfire, sowing seeds of distrust and discontent among the crew. Classism reared its ugly head, threatening to fracture the fragile unity we had forged. Only Captain Svaska's unwavering leadership held us together, his wisdom and diplomacy serving as the glue that bound us in turbulent times. As whispers of dissent grew louder and the weight of uncertainty bore down upon us, I couldn't help but fear for the captain's own well-being. The burden of our collective fate seemed to weigh heavily upon his shoulders, and I wondered if even he could withstand the mounting pressure threatening to tear us apart. As our ship descended upon the barren surface of Northa, a sense of apprehension gripped the delegation. We found ourselves venturing further from the familiarity of our home planets than ever before. Despite the inherent tensions among the delegates representing the 5 planets of the Folda solar system, we had strived to maintain civility throughout our arduous journey. Each planet had its own representation within the hierarchical structure of our ship, ensuring a fair distribution of decision-making power. Our journey had been long and grueling, spanning more than 11,000 days in our time, a duration measured by the relentless passing of time in the void of space, far removed from the comforting embrace of our sun. Days blurred into nights as we traversed the cosmic expanse, encountering worlds of wonder and beauty, yet finding no respite from the looming threat of our impending doom. Our quest for salvation seemed futile as we drifted through the endless void, our hopes fading with each passing moment. The planets we encountered along our journey appeared prosperous, their vibrant rings serving as symbols of their inherent wealth and abundance. However, their prosperity offered no solution to our unique dilemma, the unraveling of our gravitational belt. Our problem remained ours alone, a burden we carried in isolation as we navigated the vast expanse of space. Fear gnawed at our hearts, the uncertainty of our fate weighing heavily upon us. Poa, with its majestic presence and the promise of answers to our most pressing questions, beckoned to us. Nestled within its core lay a sun, a beacon of hope in the darkness of the cosmos. Yet, fate intervened, and our course was abruptly altered. The general's decision to redirect us towards the treacherous embrace of Northa sent shockwaves through the delegation, sparking rumors and speculation. Doubt shrouded the once unquestioned leadership of our captain, casting a shadow of uncertainty over our mission. Yet, amidst the turmoil and uncertainty, Captain Svaska remained steadfast in his conviction, his gaze fixed upon the horizon with a determination that bordered on obsession. Though whispers of madness echoed through the corridors of our vessel, there was a fire in his eyes that refused to be extinguished, a spark of hope that burned bright amidst the encroaching darkness. As we set foot upon the arid soil of Northa, a sense of apprehension hung heavy in the air, mingling with the dry, dusty wind that swept across the desolate landscape. The soldiers formed a defensive perimeter around us, their weapons at the ready as we ventured forth into the unknown. The howls of dangerous beasts echoed from the distant mountains, a haunting reminder of the perils that lurked in the shadows. The creatures of Northa knew of our presence now, their primal instincts driving them to hunt for prey. And as we walked through the parched lands, I couldn't shake the feeling that we were but lambs led to slaughter, our fate sealed by the merciless jaws of our pursuers. We waited, breath held in fearful anticipation, but the attack never came. It seemed the creatures of Northa were content to bide their time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And so, surrounded by the ever-present threat of danger, we pressed on with our exploration of this forsaken planet. Our first order of business was to stake our claim, to mark Northa as our own in the vast expanse of the cosmos. With a sense of grim determination, we planted a massive flag upon the desolate soil, a beacon of our presence for any future explorers who might venture into these barren lands. With our claim established, we turned our attention to the task at hand, the systematic diagnosis of Northa's landscape and resources. Yet, as we combed through the desolate terrain, it became increasingly apparent that this world held little in the way of sustenance or salvation. The water sources were scarce and tainted, their once pristine purity corrupted by the ravages of time. The igneous rocks that littered the landscape bore the scars of a century-long avalanche, their shattered remnants serving as a grim testament to the unforgiving nature of Northa's environment. And as we delved deeper into the heart of this desolate world, it became clear that our hopes of finding a viable power source were nothing more than a fool's errand. The darkness that shrouded Northa was absolute, its secrets hidden from prying eyes by the veil of eternal night. The haunting howls from the mountains grew louder with each passing moment, echoing through the barren landscape like a harbinger of doom. Yet, despite the rising sense of fear that gripped our hearts, Captain Svaska remained resolute in his determination to press on, his unwavering resolve a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness. But dissent simmered beneath the surface, a volatile undercurrent, threatening to erupt into open rebellion. The delegate from Volda 1, weary and disillusioned, voiced their protest against the captain's leadership, accusing him of leading us into the jaws of death with reckless abandon. The protest sparked a heated argument among the groups, tensions boiling over after months of pent-up frustration and exhaustion. The captain attempted to pacify the growing discord, his voice a calming presence amidst the chaos, but it was too late. The seeds of dissent had already taken root, their tendrils snaking through the ranks of our delegation with deadly intent. As weapons were drawn and tempers flared, the darkness seemed to press in around us, suffocating in its intensity. And then, as if summoned by the gleam of our weapons cutting through the gloom, the creatures of Northa descended upon us with a ferocity born of desperation. The air was filled with the sound of rustling and groaning, a cacophony of terror that heralded the arrival of our relentless pursuers. With a sense of dread gnawing at my soul, I turned to flee, the screams of my comrades echoing in my ears as they were swallowed whole by the ravenous beasts. We ran, our hearts pounding in our chests, our breath coming in ragged gasps as we raced against the encroaching darkness. But even as we fled, the ground beneath our feet began to tremble, the earth itself rising up in protest against our intrusion. And then, with a deafening roar, the land split asunder, yawning open to reveal a gaping chasm that threatened to swallow us whole. With no time to spare, we plummeted into the abyss, our screams drowned out by the roar of the earthquake as we descended into the unknown depths below. As the flickering light of the flares illuminated the cavernous depths of our subterranean sanctuary, a sense of unease settled over us, like a suffocating shroud. We found ourselves trapped within the confines of a strangely shaped cave, its walls twisting and turning with no discernible path to freedom. The tension among our ranks reached a boiling point, tempers flaring as accusations were hurled in the direction of Captain Svaska. But the captain, his patience worn thin by the relentless discord, finally lashed out at his detractors, his voice cutting through the chaos like a knife. "If we do not band together," he thundered, his eyes flashing with righteous indignation, "we will surely perish in this accursed place. Only through unity can we hope to overcome the trials that lie ahead." His words hung heavy in the air, a sobering reminder of the stakes that awaited us in the darkness. And as the echoes of his proclamation faded into silence, a sense of determination settled over our weary souls, binding us together in a common cause. Amidst the turmoil, I cast my gaze behind us, drawn by a glimmer of light amidst the darkness. What I saw took my breath away. An array of ancient, broken ships stood before us, their rusted hulls a testament to the passage of time. I called out to the captain, drawing his attention to the magnificent sight before us. With a sense of awe and reverence, he rushed toward the ships, falling to his knees before them as if in worship. It was then that he revealed the truth behind our journey to this forsaken planet. "These are no ordinary ships," he proclaimed, his voice filled with a mixture of awe and reverence. "They are human warships, relics of a bygone era that crashed upon this planet centuries ago." His words hung in the air, the weight of their significance sinking in with each passing moment. The captain explained that he had been pursuing the trail of these ancient vessels for the entirety of our journey, guided by the faint echoes of human technology that lingered within the depths of Northa's embrace. And as the realization dawned upon us, a renewed sense of purpose filled our hearts. For in the shadow of the human fleet lay the promise of redemption, a chance to escape the clutches of Northa and forge a path toward salvation. As Captain Svaska regaled us with tales of humanity's storied past, a sense of awe and reverence filled the cavernous depths of the ancient human fleet. We listened in rapt attention as he spoke of their tireless pursuit of knowledge, their selfless acts of kindness towards other species, and their unwavering commitment to the ideals of exploration and discovery. If we are ever to find the answers to the problems that plague our planet, the captain proclaimed, his voice resonating with quiet determination, it is within the depths of these human ships that we will find them. With his words as our guiding light, we set to work, dividing ourselves into groups, tasked with combing through the wreckage in search of salvageable hardware. Each group worked tirelessly, their hands moving with purpose as they sifted through the debris in search of clues that would unlock the secrets of the human legacy. And then, amidst the chaos of our efforts, a discovery was made. One of the ships was identified as the mothership, the heart of the human fleet. But as excitement rippled through our ranks, so too did discord, as members of the different planets vied for the right to board the vessel first. Folda, too, laid claim to the mothership, citing their discovery as justification for their right to lead the expedition. But Captain Svaska, ever the voice of reason, intervened, persuading the factions to set aside their differences and send a delegate of 3 members from each planet to board the mothership together. I found myself among the chosen few, my heart swelling with pride as we stepped foot upon the hallowed halls of the mothership, guided by the steady hand of our captain. The air was thick with anticipation as we ventured deeper into the heart of the vessel, our eyes alight with the promise of discovery. Within the bowels of the mothership, we stumbled upon a series of center consoles, their screens flickering to life with long-forgotten data. Our engineers sprang into action, their expertise a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, as they worked tirelessly to repair the damaged systems. But as they toiled, it became apparent that we lacked the necessary resources to power the consoles fully. We would need 12 hard drives from the other ships to complete the task at hand, a daunting challenge that would require all of our ingenuity and resourcefulness to overcome. As our teams worked tirelessly to locate the 12 hard drives needed to power the center console, a sense of urgency hung heavy in the air. But amidst the din of our efforts, a new sound emerged from the depths of the cavern, a deep, rumbling noise that reverberated through the earth like a warning. We glanced at each other, unease etched upon our faces, as the sound grew louder, more ominous with each passing moment. But with our mission hanging in the balance, we dared not let fear paralyze us. We pressed on, our hands moving with feverish determination as we scoured the wreckage in search of the precious components we so desperately needed. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, we succeeded in acquiring the first hard drive, a small victory in the face of impending danger. But our triumph was short-lived, as the ground beneath our feet began to tremble, the sound of movement echoing through the cavern with bone-chilling clarity. With growing trepidation, we turned our attention to the center console, our hearts pounding in our chests as we worked to bring it online. And then, at long last, a monitor flickered to life, revealing a sonar system displaying a massive creature looming in the darkness. A collective gasp escaped our lips as we beheld the creature's monstrous form, its size dwarfing anything we had ever encountered. But, as the implications of our situation dawned upon us, a sense of dread settled over our hearts like a shroud. Through the study of the sonar system, we came to a startling realization. We were not in a cave at all. but inside the belly of a beast trapped within the confines of its lair. The captain's words rang out with renewed urgency, his voice a clarion call amidst the chaos. "We must hurry," he urged, his eyes flashing with determination. "If we do not find all 12 hard drives, we will surely become food for this monstrous creature." With a newfound sense of purpose, we redoubled our efforts, our hands moving with a frantic haste as we raced against time to secure the remaining components. The air hung heavy with anticipation as we worked feverishly to activate the emergency message on the human ships, our hands moving with a sense of urgency born of desperation. With half of the hard drives in our possession, we knew the time was of the essence. Every second spent within the belly of the beast brought us one step closer to the jaws of the Northa dragon. But as the emergency message blared to life, its volume echoing through the cavernous depths with alarming intensity, a sense of foreboding washed over us like a tidal wave. The beast, stirred from its slumber by the intrusive noise, descended upon us with a fury unmatched by anything we had ever witnessed before. With trembling hands, we sought refuge within the shelter of the human ships, the safety of their metal hulls offering scant protection against the wrath of the creature that lurked outside. And then, as the Northa dragon appeared before us in all its terrifying glory, a collective gasp escaped our lips. It was a creature of nightmares, a towering behemoth with scales as dark as the abyss and eyes that glowed with a malevolent light. Its wings stretched outwards, casting a shadow over the makeshift sanctuary that we had sought refuge within, as if to remind us of our own insignificance in the face of its power. We held our breath, our hearts pounding in our chests as the Northa dragon prowled about, its gaze sweeping over the scene before it with deadly intent. We remained silent in our hiding places, praying to whatever gods may be listening that the creature would pass us by unnoticed. Minutes stretched into eternity as we waited, the oppressive weight of fear pressing down upon us like a suffocating blanket. And then, mercifully, the Northa dragon turned and vanished into the darkness, leaving us trembling in its wake. With cautious steps, we emerged from our hiding places, the tension in the air palpable as we surveyed the aftermath of the creature's visit. The captain wasted no time in rallying the engineers, his voice a steady anchor amidst the chaos. "We must regulate the volume of the emergency message," he declared, his eyes flashing with determination. "We cannot risk attracting the attention of the beast again." And so, with the expertise of our engineers, the volume of the message was adjusted, its sound dampened to a level that would not disturb the slumbering dragon. But even as we worked to mitigate the danger, a sense of urgency gnawed at our souls, reminding us that our time within the belly of the beast was limited. For with each passing moment, the threat of becoming dragon food loomed ever closer, a grim reminder of the perils that awaited us in the depths of Northa's embrace. And as we redoubled our efforts to secure the remaining hard drives and escape from this accursed place, I knew that our survival depended upon our ability to outwit the beast that lurked in the shadows. As tensions simmered among our ranks, divided between those who viewed the human sacrifice with reverence and those who remained skeptical of its significance, Captain Svaska urged patience and perseverance in our quest for knowledge. With 6 hard drives still eluding us, we pressed on, determined to unlock the secrets contained within the human ships and find a solution to the looming crisis that threatened our planets. And then, at long last, our efforts bore fruit as we assembled the final pieces of the puzzle, completing the set of hard drives needed to activate the human AI known as Human Utility Machinery, or HUM. With bated breath, we initiated the activation sequence, our hearts pounding with anticipation as the ancient machinery came to life before our eyes. As the interface flickered to life, a flood of information cascaded across the screens, revealing the vast extent of human achievement and ingenuity. From harnessing the power of the cosmos to fostering a spirit of cooperation and goodwill among the stars, the humans had left an indelible mark upon the galaxy. Their legacy, one of unity and progress. But amidst the tales of triumph and discovery, our thoughts turned to the pressing issue that had brought us to this point: the depletion of our planetary rings and the looming threat of chaos and destruction. Turning to Hum for guidance, we posed the question that had weighed heavily upon our minds. To our astonishment, Hum revealed that the humans had indeed encountered similar challenges in the past and had developed theories and solutions to address them. With eager anticipation, we listened as Hum outlined the proposed methods for constructing our own gravitational belts, a technology that would provide stability and security to our planets for generations to come. With newfound hope coursing through our veins, we called upon our engineers to verify the feasibility of HUM's proposals. And to our delight, they confirmed that the theories put forth by the human AI were not only viable, but could potentially revolutionize the way we approach the challenges facing our planets. As jubilation swept through our ranks, a sense of unity and purpose filled the air, binding us together in a shared vision of a brighter future. For in the echoes of human achievement, we found inspiration and resolve, a testament to the enduring power of cooperation and collaboration in the face of adversity. As the shadow of the Northa dragon loomed over us once more, casting a pall of dread upon our newfound hope, we turned to the human AI, Hum, for guidance in our hour of need. With the creature bearing down upon us with relentless ferocity, our options dwindled with each passing moment, leaving us with little recourse but to rely on the ingenuity of our human predecessors. With a sense of urgency gripping our hearts, we implored Hum to reveal any means of escape from our dire predicament. To our astonishment, the AI revealed that the human ships, though aged and weathered by the passage of time, still possessed the capacity to function. All that was needed was the activation of the emergency push. With the Northa dragon closing in, its monstrous form a harbinger of destruction, our captain, undaunted by the looming threat, led the charge to locate and activate the emergency push. With steely determination, he braved the chaos unfolding around us, his resolve unwavering in the face of adversity, and then, with a decisive motion, he triggered the emergency push, unleashing a blinding light that enveloped the ship in its brilliance. The Northa dragon, momentarily stunned by the unexpected onslaught, faltered in its advance, allowing us a precious moment of reprieve. But our respite was short-lived, as the creature recovered from its stupor and resumed its assault with renewed vigor. With time running out and the beast closing in, we turned to the powerful armory aboard the human ships, unleashing a barrage of firepower against our formidable adversary. The air reverberated with the thunderous roar of gunfire as we fought tooth and nail to fend off the Northa dragon, our every shot a testament to our determination to survive against impossible odds. And as the creature reeled from the onslaught, we seized the opportunity to rally our comrades and make a daring escape. With the last of our men safely aboard the human ships, we wasted no time in blasting off into the depths of space, leaving the Northa dragon behind in a cloud of dust and debris. And as we soared toward the stars, our hearts filled with a sense of triumph, knowing that we had overcome the greatest challenge of our lives through sheer determination and courage. As the human fleet soared through the vast expanse of space, our hearts swelled with anticipation as we neared the end of our journey. With the guidance of the human AI, Hum, our engineers had perfected the plan to repair the gravitational belt on our home planet, a feat that once seemed insurmountable now within our grasp. With each passing moment, our anticipation grew, fueled by the knowledge that our return would mark the dawn of a new era for our people. No longer would we be divided by petty rivalries and ancient animosities. United by our shared experiences and the legacy of the humans, we stood poised to forge a future filled with hope and promise. And as the familiar sight of our home planet came into view, a collective sigh of relief swept through the ranks of the human fleet. For though our journey had been long and fraught with peril, it had brought us to this moment, a moment of triumph and redemption, a moment that would forever alter the course of our history. As the human fleet descended upon our home planet, a wave of jubilation swept through the streets, as throngs of cheering crowds greeted our return with open arms. For months, our people had waited with bated breath for news of our fate, their hopes and dreams tied to our success. And now, as we stepped off the human ships and onto the soil of our beloved planet, we were greeted as heroes, revered for our bravery and determination in the face of overwhelming odds. From every corner of the globe, people flocked to welcome us home, their faces alight with joy and gratitude. Amidst the celebrations, our engineers wasted no time in setting to work. Their expertise and ingenuity, the key to repairing the gravitational belt that held our planet together. With the guidance of HFY, they embarked upon the task with renewed vigor, their determination unwavering in the face of the monumental challenge that lay before them. And as days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the fruits of their labor began to bear fruit, slowly but surely. The gravitational belt that had once faltered and failed began to stir to life once more, its mighty engines humming with renewed energy as it reclaimed its rightful place among us. With the gravitational belt repaired and our planet secure once more, a newfound sense of unity swept through our people, binding us together in a common purpose. No longer divided by the petty squabbles of the past, we stood united in our determination to build a better future for ourselves and for generations to come. Gone were the days of mistrust and discord, replaced by a spirit of cooperation and collaboration that transcended borders and boundaries. From every corner of the globe, people came together, their differences set aside in favor of a shared vision of peace and prosperity. And as we looked to the stars, we knew that our journey was far from over. For though we had faced many trials and tribulations along the way, we emerged stronger and more resilient than ever before. Our spirits buoyed by the knowledge that together there was nothing we could not accomplish. And so, with heads held high and hearts full of hope, we set out once more into the unknown expanse of the cosmos, guided by the wisdom of the humans and fueled by the unwavering spirit of unity that had brought us this far. For in the echoes of our past triumphs, we found the strength to face whatever challenges lay ahead, secure in the knowledge that together we could overcome anything, come anything, come anything, come anything.